day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back again to ROP, Run of Play Podcast, where we discuss everything football, especially the EPL. Back again, we have Shewti, the Man U fan, Amorim defender, Amorim in. Hey,
No,
how you doing, bro?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. It's not. I'm not happy with Amorim right now, but we're here to help him out.
I thought they said is the one, right? So let's see. And
He's
we
the
have
right one.
Mr. Jude Udensi, another United fan. He escaped last week because he saw the fire on the mountain and ran away last week. But he's here this week because they managed to win Leicester this week. So let's get your thoughts. How you doing, sir?
I'm happy to be here as long as Arsenal is no longer available in the competition.
We've been out. We've been out. We are the leaders of the competition.
Well,
So it's another time. It's good for another team to win it
you know
this year.
what?
We're the record holders now.
Record is not. I'm talking about current. This thing. Liverpool, we're the
We won it
current
the most
champion.
now.
I'm glad you are dragging all your London tips. So keep dragging all of them away. If you can help us take away Brighton and Newcastle next, then we are good. We'll deal with City on our own.
Newcastle going to if you get Newcastle is going to beat you guys.
Is that what
So let's. I think it's only fair we start from United since we have United fans here. So Jude, last week we got the thoughts of Shelty about your coach, the right one, and what I don't understand what he's doing. Apparently, he has lost more games than the previous coach already this season, which is not supposed to be. So, what are your thoughts about Amorim so far? Because he's been on the job, I think 3 months now. He came in November, so he's been on the job for 3 months. So, what do you think about his stay so far? Is he doing well, or he's disappointing you, or you expected it?
did I expect it? Not this much. Not this much because with the capability of players that we have before, I would have said, okay, I knew it was going to be tough, but I didn't expect the games to be like this. Is he? For me, he's a good coach, but at Man U, is going to be a tough one to answer right now.
I think it's fair. All coaches turn bad in mine, so
It's- Are you good? Mourinho was good.
eh?
Okay. Mourinho was good. Solskjaer was
Okay,
good in his
well,
first 2 seasons. So he's just starting. So it's better that he's bad now. Then 2 seasons later he's good. That's how for
did
me.
you say social was good? Social
Solskjaer
that
was
you
good
guys kicked out because you didn't win
in
any
the first
trophy.
season now. He had the
Ah,
vibe.
Ole's at the wheel. Don't you
Ah,
remember?
don't you forget? Have you forgotten?
But I thought you guys said it was vibes. I remember my friends would say only was just
We're
vibes.
looking at on the outcome and the result. That's what I'm looking at. I'm not looking at this thing. So for me, I feel like he's probably just been experimenting things in his head. Like I'm freaking out a little bit because I don't know if he's acting more like Pep. Like they overthink things. Like there are games that you're just
Hmm.
supposed to just go and kill. Like I don't buy the idea of system play a lot.
Well, welcome to the new managers. That's what you get for all these new managers.
It's good when you have system play. Like me, I wanted the system play, right? Let's have a system play, expose the guys that are not good and then fix it. But then the window tells me that it's going to be a long journey to fix these guys because those guys at the helm are not like we have to offload these guys before we buy somebody. And even at that, it's going to be a tough work to get these guys out because getting them out, I don't think there's any really tough opponent club that will want to grab some players like that.
Hmm.
So it's going to be tough. So me, I feel like he should adapt at some point. He should adapt, like play whatever that is working, play it. Like in Europa, we played a game where Kobe was a little bit up and Fernandez was deeper, right? And it worked well in that game, and I think one other game before. So my own mindset was, oh, you play that same thing the next game against Crystal Palace. It twist everything again. I'm like, what's really going on? Like, stop. We at this point we don't need the experiments of trying to put.
But don't you think he's trying to mirror because the truth about it that for every opponent you have, right, you can't use the same tactics for every opponent.
But switching
So I think you
players,
will make tactics based on the opponents you're going to face. That's what I feel.
doesn't make sense. You literally bought Dogu as a left wing back, brought him in. Why didn't you start with the left wing back to test him? You still took him to the right. Like that right, we have people
Mm.
that can play it fantastic. Put Ahmad up, put what's his name? Dalo.
But Rory,
We can manage Dalo. Let Mazraoui play the right of the centre backs. But then play the double. Let's even actually see him on that left and see what it is like. You put him on the right, we got a taste of his energy and stuff, but then we don't see that shot power because I believe that now I don't know how the boy will react being subbed in the first half coming to the next game, but I expect him to be a professional and build up a young and exciting talent. But it's going to be like just play something that works well for you and leave it. You don't have to tweak games. There are games that when you go in, we don't have to possess ball. Like that Crystal Palace game. All these small teams, I've always said it that I feel like our the pattern he's playing and the strength of our players works better when we are playing against big teams because big teams pressure us. So we are more of like we absorb it, pass around, and then counter. But when it comes to small teams do not play. They play
yeah,
some
the
kind of
opposite.
negative football. So in this thing, I expect us to like direct attack, just attack. You understand? And now he's making our attack, not playing that attack or trying to balance our system. Is keeping us from one error away. You understand? To concede. And if we concede first, there's more likelihood that we're going to lose that game than us equalizing. We struggle. So we're not that sharp like, oh, you can rely on, okay, if we concede first, we'll go back and score. Must we even always concede first? That's the
But like,
question.
Jude, my thing is that like the manager is confusing everybody. That's the way me I see it. Like the manager is overcomplicating everything and confusing everybody. Right? He wants to play opposite foot players on each side. So he wants his right wing back and attacking right winger to be both using their left foot so that they will be inverting. On the left side, he wants his left wing back and his attacking left to be inverting. They don't understand what they're doing,
It's
basically. And you're
modern
playing.
day managers. Arteta does the
The
same
players
as
do
well.
not understand that, and they can't play it. Like it's very simple. I like if we play more direct, like people that can do that are already doing it. Like Ahmad caught saying from he's already been in that position, so it's easier for him to pass, dribble, and do all those things. But these wing backs, these guys that are defensive, do not have that experience playing like that a lot, and it also kills their gameplay because what they do is most times they kind of slow the attack down while trying to invert. They slow the attack down or they don't time their attack. They are stuck in between should I attack or should I defend? Do you understand? And then they leave our defense more porous, leave our attack like toothless. Do you understand?
Look, I'm telling you, that's because fundamentally, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I wanted this to be an intervention for this Amorim guy because he's confusing me, and I think he's confusing the players as well. So you talked about like the Europa game against Steel Bucharest. We played Kobe in the number 10, right? And he had a good game. So the next game against Crystal Palace, what does he do? He moves Kobe from number 10 to up front, number 9. And he plays Ahmad and Garnacho there. Like there's one version of this Amorim system, right, where the two number 10s basically they are Ahmad and Garnacho type players, so they're coming from the left a lot. It's his wing backs that he's inverting to be central, and he's now moving the number 10s wide, basically to be playing like as if they are wingers in a normal like 4-2-3-1 system. It's hard for them to basically execute what he's asking them to do. It's also like just isn't working. Like if you come down like to the basics to the brass tack, it's not working. Like the game against Leicester, where the fans at Old Trafford were booing every time we would get the ball and they'll pass back first. Like they'll pass back. They'll first pass back to Maguire or first pass back to Lenioro before you move the ball forward. That's where I think this guy risks his job the most. Because if the fans at Old Trafford basically start feeling like this thing that this manager is trying to do, he's overcomplicating everything, and this football is boring. Basically, that's what's going to cost him his job, right? And this idea that he has that he can just be experimenting, no worry, like nobody sent the actual results. You're free to just. It's crazy, right? He's making himself separate and apart from the team. When he talks about this team being the worst team in United history, as if he, Amorim, the manager of the team, is separate and apart from the players. No, he just came and they gave him the players, right? And this is what he has to work with. So don't worry about what you see. Just trust me that I have the right idea, and you will see it basically next season. If he gets into a situation where next season we're watching the first 10 games to see whether Amorim keeps his job, that's a disaster. Like that, because that's the way we came into this season for Ten Hag, where we're watching from the first few games, can he keep his job? That's going to be a problem. I don't think we're going to be able to sign 7 or 8 or 10 players in the summer. That's not going to happen, right? So we're still likely going to go into next season with a lot of these players basically.
Is it fair to say though that he doesn't still know his best team, best 11? Because to me, based on what you guys are saying so far, it sounds to me like a manager that doesn't trust his team yet.
I think
And doesn't know his first 11.
the only person that has a starting shirt there is like Onana, Onana and Bruno.
No, yeah.
Onana and Bruno. Those are the only two people that are 25.
Onana,
But
Bruno,
don't you
Dalot.
think 3 months into the job, I think you should pretty much, maybe not the starting level, but at least eight of your first 11, you should know them.
I don't think he knows what he wants to
It's
do.
not even about 8 of first level. I can predict 8 players that are going to play, but I can't predict their positions. Do you understand? I don't know if he's doing that to confuse the opponent, but it's not working for the players. They probably
Confuse your opponent and confuse yourselves.
They confuse everybody
coming
now.
last week playing right. You are playing right wing back. Next week you are playing left. Next week you are playing number 10. You don't even know where you are going to play this week, which is quite confusing. At some point, you need that stability. Like, these are the people playing. Start. You understand? I feel like right now, based on our squad, we should be working with Zexi and Hodgland in that forward. Zexi,
So it's obvious you can only start one. So who will you start as? Because to me, I don't.
because from what I see, they put more
Thank you.
pressure on
That's the
their
answer
scouts.
for me.
So who comes out of the starting 11 then? If
The
you're playing both of them,
if you are playing both, who comes?
who comes out?
If I'm going to choose one right now, sincerely, I feel more of the pressure from Zexi. Like, it gives me that vibe that
No, but you said you would like to play the two, which I understand why. So because Zesi
Kobe can come out, Garnacho can come out, even Bruno can come out. Sef.
I
But
feel that
Bruno
pressure in
Bruno's
the
your
middle.
captain.
Like, Zexi gives me one kind of pressure in the middle, which I feel like he might not score, but we have Hodgland to be there to do that, take the ball and continue and finish up. You understand? Or one of them is doing, like, both of them being there, both of them are pushing the attack and trying to cause pressure on the defense. But leaving only Hodgland there is like we have somebody who is not even in our team. Like, they don't even connect with Hodgland again in the gameplay. Like, you barely see him touch the ball. All he's been doing is just run. It frustrates the striker. So me, I feel him being there will help. I don't know about Kobe Meno. I don't know. Some days he's like good playing well. Some days it's like his energy is not
Is
there.
this guy? Is this Amorim guy? Is the manager basically right? That has come with a very very specific. Because like this juggle guy, I think gives me a clear sense of what Amorim is looking for. Right, 6'2" or something.
It is.
Beast.
That's
The
a
guy
very.
looks.
It is same thing with Arteta. Arteta has his like Arteta likes players that are very like remember John O'Shea back in the days that can play any position you want him to play. He can easily play. That's what Arteta does. Look at Arteta's signings. There's no signing that he makes for like a specific position. He buys players that can play 2 or 3 different positions.
Yeah,
Which I don't get.
Zinchenko, Timber,
Which I don't get. Which I don't get. Even Calafiori can play.
Calafiori as well.
Center back
Yeah,
and left back, and he can even play.
Declan Rice is playing
But
6 and
at least,
8.
Yeah.
but at least
Which is what your manager I think is trying to do. Like you just
Martinelli
mentioned,
knows that if
Dogs
he's
are playing
coming
right
to
and
the
left.
game, he's going to play from that left wing most times. 90%. But this one I can't guarantee where.
Yeah, but he didn't buy Martinelli. That's a different thing. Talk about players he buys. He didn't buy Martinelli. He buys Saka. So
No,
that's why
but
it's different.
no, but the real issue with Amorim is that like you heard the reporting about Liverpool and how Liverpool considered him but decided not to get him because they would have had to reshape their entire squad,
Yeah.
right, in a way they were not prepared to. And that's the kind of the problem that we're facing, where okay, this Amorim guy, you want a specific type of player, or you're going to have to turn. So somebody like Kobe, for example, I actually worry about Kobe because he's not good, particularly in either the 10 or the 8th position that Amorim has in his style. His own type of midfielder is the normal 4-2-3-1,
Yeah,
4-3-3 midfield, where you're
96.
I think
operating
mine.
in a kind of like box somewhere basically between your half and the opposition half. But this Amorim system, right, the number 10, every time I see Kobe in that number 10 position, where he has to take on a man one
He
on
looks
one.
lost.
So, like, if he's going down the channel, whether it's Kobe, whether it's Bruno, they don't work there, right? Kobe also doesn't work in that number 6 position where he
No,
has to be, dropping into the other. That's
yeah,
that's not his strength, and that's what the kind of midfielder Amorim needs in his system, right? So Garnacho is having to turn into a version of the number 10 that he needs. But who knows how long this good form will last, right? Because he's a 19 or 20-year-old guy and he's likely not. So we need signings in the number 10. We need somebody to play in the midfield position next to Ugarte because Ugarte itself is looking kind of shaky, basically, right? If he's having to be on the ball in possession. The best midfield pairing we saw was Casemiro and and Ugarte. Why we've never seen it again, I don't understand
It's obvious he
particularly from
doesn't want to
Amorim.
play two defensive midfielders in his team. It's obvious.
me, I also feel like when we play Bruno that deep, like at number 6 with Ugarte, it's even more better than any other pairing. Like it helps him. Bruno is the second player that will see that can distribute the ball a little bit more like Ericsson,
Yeah.
right? He doesn't try to do what Kobe will do. Kobe will first want to control the ball, beat the player, and then pass sideways. You don't see Kobe giving like more front direct passes. It's either sideways or short passes, like those kind of Busquets kind of passes. Like I'm not gonna lose the ball, but I'll find my nearest man and make sure that I'm out of the game. You understand that kind of stuff. But when defending, Bruno puts more energy than the other guys. So that's where I see
Yeah.
like we get more wins when Bruno plays that position than we get to contain, let me say not wins, but more of like we don't lose games that easily that way than when we have somebody else in that position that is not defensive enough. And
Bruno and Dalot, that's why they play the
like it,
engine, right? So Bruno guarantees you 90 minutes pretty much
anything can
every
happen.
week. He's going to be available for you to play. 30 out of 30 games in the season. If you need him for 35 games, he's there. Basically, if you need him on Wednesday, the weekend, Bruno is always fit. Dalot, the moment he met Cristiano, his life changed. Basically, he used to be an injury-prone player. Now he's one of the fittest guys in the squad. He's always available, and I think that's why Amorim plays him. But Amorim himself, I think, has to wake up essentially, right? I think he's starting to get caught up in my opinion, the celebrity of himself as Ruben Amorim, the manager that they brought. So he's smashing TV. He's talking about this is the worst team basically in the history. Talking about how he'd rather play a 60-year-old goalkeeping coach than this one. One day you're playing Kobe in the 10, the other day you're playing him in 9. You're doing all sorts of things just to show everybody that now you really understand what you're doing, and it better work, right? Because this season, this league is wicked and unforgiving, right? And the journalists are asking him every week. Oh, so last week now they asked him, "What about Rashford?" Even after Rashford has gone, he answered the question well this time, right? By saying, "Go and ask Unai. Rashford is in Birmingham," but Aston Villa won, just beat Tottenham, right? And they played well. They played very well. Rashford and Asensio came on. That's a team with an attack. They have Rogers, they have Bailey, they have players that can do Marlon, yeah, they have players that can do something. So they're going to ask him again, and he's going to have to answer the question basically, why did you make this choice or that choice? So I really hope for the
To me,
guy's
the
sake.
Rashford decision is, I think it's more above Amorim's head. That's what I feel. I think that one was more like a club decision. It reminds me
That's
too
fair
much
now.
of. It reminds me of when they wanted to get rid of Ozil. It wasn't. I know Ateta wanted to, but I think it was a club decision to get rid of him. The same with Aubameyang, two of them.
No, the
Uh,
club the
uh,
club will have to back the manager in such
No,
like
no,
a
no. But I'm
huge
saying
decision now.
no. I think the club wanted to get rid of him. The manager is just the one taking the whole flag.
Right,
So
350k. Look
it's
at how
big
much they're
money
paying
now.
this Dogu guy, like 30 or 40k.
Removing
That's
him,
the new vibe that we're doing.
removing
Uh,
Casemiro is a big numbers for the club. And then I also feel like Garnacho didn't have any other option. That's what I just feel. So he has to accept Garnacho into the.
nobody was going to pay 60 million for
No,
Garnacho,
that's
bro.
what
What
I'm
are you talking
explaining now.
about?
That they couldn't sell him because they wanted to. It's just I like a drastic U-turn. Everything became like Garnacho is in. You understand?
Nobody
Like
was going to
we
pay
should
that
not
much
be
for
on
selling
the
Garnacho.
Garnacho in
football
the
that
first
he's
place now.
playing, Garnacho is still more likely playing the same thing that he has been playing. The only difference is that he tracks back a little bit now, but he's playing the same way that
No, he has changed. Yeah, he
he's
has
playing.
changed the style.
Like change that I see in him is not as that pressure like we will give Rashford. The change that he has seen that I see in Garnacho is probably maybe 20% change to the style that Amorim wants him to play.
I would say more than 20%. I really like what I'm seeing from Garnacho. Just one aspect of his game that before it used to be more about one on one. I would try and dribble you or try and dribble you. Now he's going down the line. He's crossing. That pullback, he's doing it. Like he's going down the line. He's crossing into the box, and he's doing it like repeatedly over and over again. You saw it in this game
Yeah,
against Leicester. That was basically our style. Cross it to Garnacho. He's no longer doing that. He's every time cutting and
but
shoot,
he still did
cutting
some.
and shoot like Anthony
He still did
equivalent.
some.
He
That's
does it. He does
that's what I'm
some.
saying. Like he still
Um,
improves. The only problem with Rashford that I don't understand what I understand. Okay, maybe it's a board problem, but at the same time, I still like feel like Rashford, the Rashford on form would take that position that Garnacho is playing right now. Rashford on a good form,
yeah,
he would
no.
take that position and do better.
Um,
Like there are some games I was
Yeah,
just
but
showing
the,
up.
yeah, but the problem is that Rashford was not on
He
form. They
was
have been
not
waiting,
picking
waiting
that.
for like
He was
right,
you
not
guys have been
picking
waiting for over a year for that form to come back, and unfortunately, it hasn't
right.
come
I,
back. So
I,
you're tired of waiting for that.
I pray he
You're still paying
finds
that.
it in.
You're still paying that huge money.
I pray he finds it in Aston Villa because it's going to be tough.
I pray he
If he
doesn't because
doesn't,
I know
if he
I know
doesn't,
I know
then
Emery.
Amorim is
If he does,
justified.
they'll probably want to sell. They'll want to sign him.
No,
So I pray he
if it
doesn't.
doesn't, Amorim is justified, and then the whole dream. That's
He
how his
looked good
career will
today. He
just
looked good
die.
today. He looked sharp today. But like Garnacho and Kobe should never have been for sale, right? They should never have been up for sale, and I totally understand why United did not want to sell. Okay, if I have to sell this thing, I don't want to sell. I'm not selling for less than 60 million because otherwise, then fuck off. Like Napoli or whoever you are. If you have 60 million to give me, sure. But this Garnacho, as I have him like this, don't worry. Just give him a few more seasons of just training, working hard. That's a superstar potentially on our
I feel like
on our hands.
he
Like
should more,
there's no reason to sell.
he should train on his shots. That's what I feel he should train more on. If he trains,
His entire game.
if he trains, like his game is improving, but his shots look weaker this season than
Nah,
last
but
season.
he has
He
poor
needs
he
to go
has
to the
poor
gym.
decision
Like
making.
his shots is
He made a lot of poor decision makings against Leicester. He
he
made a
can
lot of
improve his
That's
shot
it,
just like
man.
Ahmad is like that kind of shot Ahmad takes. Will probably be having some nice goals. Like I know he will not be a direct scorer, but at least he will have some rebound for this guy to be scoring. Because Ahmad doesn't take shots that way, like easily as Garnacho. Ahmad takes shots when he's sure. He's almost like
That's going to
90%
enter.
sure that something is going to happen. That's why he takes that shot.
Yeah, but like even Ahmad self, right? Like he's a good player, right? But the quality is not there, right? Like he's Ahmad, Garnacho, Xerxes, Hoylon, I think is the more accurate reflection of our 13th place. Basically, like the rest of the team, I think is pretty decent in terms of quality, right? Ugarte, Bruno, Kobe self, basically our defenders are good. But our attack is useless. Like and that's what's essentially killing us. Like those four guys have nothing to offer. And Amorim system, I think I saw one stat that the person with the highest assists or goal involvement were the wing backs. Basically, right? And what he's trying to do with this Dorgu, like the few 45 minutes that we saw from Dorgu, like I said, 6'2", 6'3", big, strong, very fast. We expect him to be able to burst down both like forward and back essentially. Okay, now no wala. Let's see exactly what you have to offer. But yeah, nah, the stakes are really high for this Amorim guy because otherwise, well, I don't. It doesn't make sense for us to spend 250 million on one guy's particular system. That's not many. Because if we sack this guy after spending money to buy players to suit a particular
It won't
system,
be good.
it won't be
So
good at
But I
all.
don't think they'll sack him. And I think me, I'm believing that things will change next season. I don't know about this season.
yeah, but what are you seeing though? Because for you to say things are going to change, you have to see something. I don't think I've seen anything that tells me that.
No, I'm seeing some. The thing I've seen is like we are playing football. We are playing. We are getting there. But under Ten Hag, towards the
You are still a one half team. Man U only plays well for one half. Check it.
yes,
Most of your games, only one
Or
half you play
25
well.
minutes
during Ten
of.
Hag,
You
sometimes you
don't
don't
you
even
only
see.
play I don't think I've watched any game under Amorim guys. You guys were fantastic for the whole 90 minutes.
A guy
Leicester
against
yesterday.
Arsenal now, calm down.
Leicester was
We're
Against
fantastic against Arsenal. Arsenal just missed chances.
against
Nobody talking
Arsenal, we
about.
were solid now
Leicester.
from start to finish. Against
Which of the
Liverpool.
Leicester
which of
game
the
is
game are
just
you talking
what
about?
Both games,
Liverpool were fantastic.
Showty, you were fantastic against Arsenal in Emirates.
Liverpool were
And
fantastic.
both
And
games,
the
there's
league,
no way a team will be
both
100%
games.
fantastic for the whole
fantastic.
league.
He had only one shot on target.
It's,
The whole game. And you're
we
fantastic.
came out as a
One
contestant.
shot on
It
target.
doesn't matter.
Okay,
We
I see where
actually
I see how low my are falling.
no
Now you're saying
now we
the one shot
actually
of target,
we
the one shot
actually
of
wasting
target game
chances.
is a
And
part.
we're one
Okay.
man down. Are you okay?
No, I'm talking
It's not
I'm talking about the
fantastic.
league. I'm talking about the league.
You said the question was
Performance.
when did we play well for 90 minutes? When did we play well for more than 45 minutes? We played well for more than 45 minutes against Arsenal, home and both games.
Nah.
Against City, against Liverpool, we played well for more than 45 minutes. The whole game, United, that was the story of Amorim now, right? That was the story of that game that we matched Liverpool for intensity. Like pound for pound, we matched Liverpool, we matched Arsenal, we matched you guys basically. And the whole
Liverpool stepped down against you guys. That's what happened.
say you stepped down, you say they stepped down.
They
The whole
took you
issue
they took
was
you guys lightly now. And like I told you, remember
no.
against,
Now we
against
played
Man
we
City,
played
I
well
told you,
now.
I told you not to be happy against City. That City is normal. See
We
when they
played.
last time what happened.
Let's okay. Leave City out of it. Liverpool and Arsenal. Arsenal at least we are the reason why we are one of the reasons why Arsenal are not going to win the trophy this year, right? As in, this is not that like you were not. We pound for pound, we removed Arsenal from the equation, like from a game that they wanted to win. So yeah, like it's not beans what this guy has done. There's some
This guy
positives.
that's causing it now. It's Havertz and other guy that caused this nonsense. If they were, if
Don't worry
they had
now.
their shooting boots, we would
Give
have.
us Havertz
All this
and
nonsense.
Odegaard. Take Zexi and Hoyland, and
Actually,
let's talk.
Hoyland will score the goal that Havertz missed. I'm very sure of that. The open net Haaland missed.
But you probably will not
Havertz
score
missed.
the headers that Albert has been scoring for you. So
This guy, what people don't appreciate is that like the kind of tight control that Arsenal tries to do, the positions that Havertz gets into, where you need somebody to be able to get the ball, hold it, and give it to Saka or give it to
I've
Declan
never
Rice.
really blamed. Like I always say, I don't blame Havertz because at the end of the day, Havertz didn't sign himself for Arsenal, and Havertz doesn't pick himself. The box still falls.
they don't have any option.
To me,
They don't have
to
any
me,
option.
to me, Havertz is giving you what he can give you. That's why I don't blame him. Like it's like he's going to give you what he's supposed to give you. So now it's you as a coach to say, okay, this is not good enough. Say that's it. That's just simple. He's giving you what Havertz is going to give you, and that's what you get. Chelsea said it. He did it in Chelsea, so there's nothing new about Havertz in Arsenal.
Let's take it. Let's switch to segue to another manager that's also in trouble. Big Ange Postecoglou promised us a trophy in the second season, but
And you can see he actually tried to go for it, but unfortunately,
officially, the only chance of winning the league is either Europa or a miracle in the Premier League.
forget it. They can't win. They should fight. They are fighting relegation now, which Premier League. It's only Europa League they have a chance.
You know, Johnny Boy, the way Matthias Tell scored, Tell scored Spurs goal today,
today. He looks
and
right,
the
though.
fans
He looks-
were the fans were singing, I think, "fuck Daniel Levy" or something like that. Do you think Ange is going to still be in a job come next season? And how do you see Tottenham season playing out?
I don't think he's going to be in the job next season, but I think he's going to last the season because I believe people forget that I'm not making excuses for Ange, but like I think Liverpool, Tottenham this season injury wise they have been cursed. Like at the point this
You
season,
mean
their
like you
whole
mean like how Ten Hag had injuries?
yeah, but you guys were not the worst last season though.
Eh,
Newcastle had worse than you guys last season. But like
Worse
Tottenham this is
than the season where we played 50 different
yeah.
defensive
That
pairings.
Newcastle had the worst injury crisis last season. But Tottenham this year, right now, they are missing their starting goalkeeper. They are starting literally a whole back line. The only person present right now is Poro. And Poro has been out at a particular point this season.
Hmm.
So those circumstances, to me, for Ange, is quite unfortunate. And now their main striker is down, and he's going to be out for a while. So Madison
Okay.
is out as well. So injuries still has played a big factor for Ange. Not giving excuses, but like that's a huge factor. And also, I think
When
Ange,
Ten
though
Hag
he's
had
beginning, if you know,
issues, you did not give him excuse.
we did now.
Well,
Well, we did, but at the point, at the same time, though, we expected him to
that's
like.
how they used to do now.
What are you talking about?
When
We
his
did.
mind is not a shit. When his other team
No, no, no.
performing
We,
on
Nah.
post.
no, no, no. You can't. That's why I said I'm not making excuses for him, just injuries. But I'm saying you can't write that off because at the end of the day, he's still supposed to coach the team. That's the truth about it. He's still supposed to coach the team. But the issue now with Tottenham is that Tottenham is Tottenham, and Danny Levy is not a good owner. To me, that's what I feel. He does the bare minimum for what the team needs, and then he goes to relax because nobody looking at Tottenham's summer window expected Tottenham to do fantastic well. You only bought Solaki was their major signing. The remaining signings they made were all kids. I mean, let's be honest.
Hmm.
What do you expect the
They're
coach to do?
copying Chelsea's formula now.
And what has he got
They're
to
going to
Chelsea?
sell it in the
Nothing.
future.
So the whole structure of Tottenham to me it's just weird. I feel for Ange because Ange is going to take the whole brunt of the whole this thing. By the end of the day, to me the boxing falls down to Danny Levy. He's just a shitty owner, and as far as he's there, I don't think Tottenham are going to win anything. And also, and if you notice, Ange, his last few games, he tried to tweak his formation. Like Tottenham when they played Liverpool first game, he wasn't. They didn't go guns blazing against Liverpool their first match. They were a little bit conservative. Even a game against Liverpool, the second leg of the midweek,
Hmm.
right? He didn't go guns blazing. He was conservative. Just that quality is quality. Liverpool are more. They have a better team than them, and for some reason, Liverpool just has an edge over Tottenham. So the better team
Let's
just won. So for Ant, I
let's
think he's
stay
going to last
on
this season, right? But I don't think he's going to survive next season.
let's stay on Spurs real quick and do predictions. Let us move to predictions. We can wrap up there. Because Spurs is Spurs versus Amorim, Ange versus Amorim.
Oh,
Battle
that's
of
your
the
next game.
Yes, that's the next game.
Wow.
Battle of the
Who's
stubborn
home?
coaches.
Spurs.
Spurs is at home.
Okay.
Spurs is at home.
Supposed to win.
Um,
2-3-1.
is that Spurs to win?
3-1.
Are you recording this? Are you taking notes?
Yeah, he's recording it.
Let's see.
I want to give Man the win, but I'm leaning towards maybe. But it was Ten Hag the one, right?
No, was it a
Yeah,
hack?
3-0.
Okay. No, but he beat him in cup. Now he beat Amorim in the cup. Remember?
That's a cup, yeah. So I
Yeah.
don't think he'll beat Amorim again. That's my own thoughts. So
Okay, that's
I'm leaning towards a 2-2 draw. But I know that Man U is going to win, but I'm leaning towards a 2-2.
That's where I'm leaning towards as well. But I'll just go with my heart and say 2-1, 2-1 United.
okay.
All right.
I trust Matthias Tell. He's showing the talent he has. Why he was highly rated. He did so well the last two matches, but
But
unfortunately he's playing in the wrong team.
today is
Okay.
Well, he was lively throughout the whole game though.
Yeah, some teams that played twice in this round of fixtures, like Liverpool.
Yeah, Liverpool
So
is playing Everton, right? Midweek.
yeah, Liverpool Everton first. Obviously Liverpool are going to win, but I think it's going to be a tough game because it's David Moyes. Um, but I think we could get a surprise, but I think Liverpool should just have too much quality basically for David Moyes' Everton. Although if anybody could surprise if anybody could surprise us and Liverpool, because those guys they don't have any Champions League or Europa or anything. They are just training, just waiting for Liverpool. You know what?
So what do you do?
Actually, I want to go against everything that I know to be true and real in this world. and hope for a miracle. Um, okay, no, actually, if a miracle happens, that would be bad because that would be good for
Arsenal,
Arsenal.
that's
Okay, okay, actually,
It doesn't change anything. So
let
to
me
me,
just
I
predict
look at it
what I think is
9
going to
points.
happen.
no, it's momentum.
Yeah,
It's
no,
going to change.
Liverpool is going to win 2-1, 2-1. Liverpool
I
2-1.
join you in that.
Okay.
The-
I go for a draw,
I
1-1.
want to lean towards a draw because it's Merseyside derby. No matter how bad Everton is, it has always been proven that they will always come
Mm,
stubborn. But I feel like Liverpool will sneak the win with their current
Why
form.
not? 1-1.
Who is home?
okay, Brighton Chelsea.
Everton.
Brighton Chelsea. Chelsea bought all Brighton, most of Brighton players and stuff, and they're still losing to Brighton. Brighton will brighten my day. 2-0. Brighton to win.
Brighton is home, right?
Yeah, Brighton to win.
Yeah,
Chelsea's gonna score. I go with 2-2. 2-2. No, 2-1 Brighton actually.
I go with 2-2. I think Brighton are a good team, but I don't think Chelsea will lose again.
And they just lost to them. Yeah, that's true. They FA Cup.
Yeah, yeah. Um, okay, Leicester vs Arsenal.
Uh, let's say
Arsenal 2-0.
4-1.
4.
Yeah.
Yeah. See Arsenal score 4.
We have gone to Dubai. Remember our Dubai break.
We have got to buy. It doesn't change anything.
If I see Arsenal score 4,
Let's just
We
give it
scored.
Leicester.
We scored 5 our last match now.
It's Leicester, so
you're gonna win, but not
it's
4.
Leicester. It will
2-1.
happen.
This
So
Leicester
say
team.
4-0 Arsenal, right? Jude?
4-1. There's no important game midweek now again. There's no Champions League
Yeah.
that week now.
Yeah,
No,
Champions League, but
I'll
we're
just
not-
take
we're
one
not playing.
off.
Oh, okay.
I'll take one off your own. This thing 3-1, 3-1 Arsenal.
They have the superstars according to them.
Superstars. There's only one superstar.
Oh, like you have one superstar. Yes, you were telling me. you have,
We make
but it
superstars.
was
I
calling
couldn't
for
believe what
Skelly
I was
and,
reading.
No, I said they are in the making. I didn't say they are. You know when you said when you said Saka, what
Bro,
did I
the
say?
poster
What-
said
Just
Arsenal. We
honestly,
make
yeah,
superstars.
yeah.
No, but I
There
broke
is something
I
we do.
broke it
We do
down now. I broke
superstars.
it down.
Another
Ask
one.
who have you
Which
made?
superstar have you made?
Saka, I
Only
just said it
Saka.
now.
Out of everything.
Eh?
Saka now.
So why do you now have plural superstars? S.
No, I said
What?
I'm making
Since how many
two are in the
seasons?
pipeline.
Only one.
Two are in the pipeline. Okay, three are in the pipeline.
They're not
Gabriel,
yet
Oh,
superstars.
Ga-
People are just
Gabriel-
starting this season.
Gabriel, Saliba, and MLS. 3 of them.
Saliba is not your player now. Saliba was already
Who's player is
superstar. Saliba went out to develop himself. So he's not
Neither is Gabriel.
Gabriel too. You got them
Come
out.
on, guys. Who made them who they are? It's
No matter who
Arsenal.
they are, they could have been in another club and perform well.
It's like that. If Euro becomes great now, will you say it's Lille that made it? You say it's United
Who?
now. Come on, why are we talking like this?
Euro was
then
made from somewhere else. It was
No, but like
No,
when
but I'm saying if he
do
becomes
you know that West Ham can brag about making more superstars than Arsenal. West Ham has Lampard, Ferdinand. They have like a bunch of guys. Which superstars have Arsenal made?
I won't agree.
Any superstars, you have to bring them.
Who are the superstars now?
Fabregas, Nasri,
That's old. I'm talking about this.
Van Persie.
No. Even if you want to add the old ones.
He went
No.
back.
Add the old ones. Only Fabregas you can. I'll give you Fabregas.
Fabregas is not you.
Van Persie.
Fabregas is not you.
Nazri you bought from Olympic Marseille now something now.
Van Persie. But they were kids that who bought them.
Yeah, that's
Why
how
would you like
No, they were already balling. No, Fabregas already in Barca. Fabregas already in Barca now.
At 16. He was in the academy, bought him from the academy now. Why would you like this? Hey, God, why would you like this? Why would you like this? Hey,
Are you
God.
Barca? If they bring Asu Party that you claim that you played as Party.
Oh yeah, tell us your prediction, Johnny Boy. Arsenal Leicester.
I just told you now, 2-0 Arsenal.
Okay. Villa Ipswich.
Villa to win 2-1.
Villa 3-1. Rashford and Sancho. I feel that their attack is
Don't
crazy.
worry
So I
about this
know
tell again.
Tell is not in Villa now. Tell is in Tottenham.
Oh, sorry. Tell us it's not that it's true.
I'll go 3-0 Villa.
Then
Okay.
2-1.
2-1 Ipswich.
No. Villa. This is not serious.
Fulham versus Nottingham Forest. Should be a tight one.
Forest to win.
I'll
I'm
actually
leaning
go
towards
Fulham.
Spurs.
For us to win.
You know what? Draw. I go with draw.
I'll
1-1.
actually go Fulham. Fulham 2-1.
Who's home?
Fulham.
For us to
1-1.
win 2-1.
City versus Newcastle.
I go with CTO. No, not Newcastle. I for this one. Newcastle.
Score.
Newcastle 2-1.
Mm, I go with City. I go with City to win 3-1 at the Etihad.
City 3-1. Okay.
City Newcastle. Ah. Who's home?
City.
City.
Mm, 2-2.
Actually, that even looks more like a sounding result that will happen. Actually.
Okay. Southampton, Bournemouth. Bournemouth to win without any
Bournemouth
massive
3-1.
frazzle.
Bournemouth 4-4. They played Everton now. They gave
Yeah, and they beat them. Chelsea, what do you say?
Bournemouth 2-1.
Bournemouth 3-0. Let me just reduce the score, like, but I feel like it should be 4. But 3-0. Because the way Bournemouth is played, they just scatter around and you just get confused and don't forget.
West Ham, Brentford.
Who's home?
I'll go 2-2. West Ham. I'll go 2-2.
I go West Ham 2-1.
Brentford 2-1.
Then Everton and Liverpool will both play again. So Crystal Palace, Everton.
Crystal Palace, Everton.
Mm-hmm.
Palace. The problem with Palace is that when Palace meets their match, most times they always mess up. That's the problem.
Palace 2-1.
I go Palace 1-0.
I go Palace 1-2 because this kind of game is very dicey. Wait, so I say Liverpool is playing Everton back to
No.
back?
They play again. Like they play different.
They play a different team.
Okay.
Sorry, let me go. I'll go Palace, Everton. Palace, Everton 1-1. Not 1. I think this Everton team.
Palace is home,
will
right?
be-
Yeah.
Palace is home. Okay, then Liverpool Wolves.
I mean, Liverpool win.
I go Liverpool 3-0.
I think Wolves will score.
2-1.
2-0 Liverpool.
2-1.
2-0 Liverpool. You say 3-0, right, Shilton?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is your desktop cover.
I'm worried.
Yeah, money.
It's spraying. The guy is spraying now. He's spraying.
I'm worried. He's under pressure.
I think it's just, to me, it's just this modern day managers. They are all the same. They all think the same. I don't know why. They always want players that are very versatile. Like it's more about versatility than actually being a master of the position.
So
Because no one can explain why 10,000 bought a striker. That's the only reason why I can think of.
is that the last
Because if
game?
you
Yeah, that's the last game. We're ready to do the Spurs United. So
Okay.
big up everyone. Thanks for watching.
share, like, and
Help
subscribe.
us beg Amorim.
To change.
Yeah, join the intervention, United fans. Join the intervention for your manager.
Join our intervention for Amorim, please. Help us
Pray,
beg him.
pray.
Let him
Go to Shiloh.
Let
Go
him
to
give the
Shiloh.
player confidence in their position.
Please.
What would be a fantastic season for Amorim based on what you guys are doing now
I
this season?
think it's 6 between qualifying for Europa would be another fantastic season for him. If he wins a trophy,
So sixth and a trophy for you, right?
if he wins a trophy, that would be good. But I don't rely on these players.
No, but what would be a fantastic season for him?
For him,
Okay, what's the fantasy for him? And
Yeah, that's it.
What
That's
would
it.
be,
for him,
Six.
a trophy and 6th or something like that.
so what would
I
be
think 6 to 8th and a trophy.
So what then will be like a disaster?
A
And
disaster
then
would
it will
be.
be sounding, it will be ringing alarm bells for United fans or for you.
Disaster is where we are right
Disaster
now.
is where we are. If worse comes to
Relegation
worse,
battle.
any like a better disaster would be like being a 10th. being 10th and then
It's
not winning a
mid-table.
trophy. It will pass a message.
Okay, that makes sense. That
I
makes
just
sense.
feel like you should know, like me, I feel like sticking to what you want to play is one thing, and then knowing when to change it makes you a greater coach, especially to adapt to your player strength. You need the result. The system is already laid down there. You understand? But I don't know if he's forcing his system so that he can force out the players, but then you're suffering us, the clubs and the fans. So it just depends. I don't know what's happening at the board. What they've what they interviewed him and gave him hopes of. Let it not go and be another Ange Postecoglou. Next season that would that be would that be handback.
No, but and is battling too many demons.
No, the
So
thing is the Ang is more of a what's his name?
and
This
is
guy
battling
also,
and is not only battling the injuries and what he's battling the club, what Tottenham stands for. So his own war is very different. Because even the war got the better of Mourinho and Conte. So that's to tell you the war you're going to fight in Tottenham is great.
Tottenham needs like 4 years of investment, and I don't think they have that money to do it.
No, it's not. I don't think Tottenham doesn't have the money. I
No,
think they
they
just
don't have the money. They're
but
back.
they spent they spent quite
They're
a huge
receiving
amount of money this summer.
from their
This
they have
from
budget that they use for the
they sold Kane. That's why. But I'm saying they spent money. But the problem is that they buy the wrong player because look at the summer. They bought the only major signing they had was Solanke. The rest money they spent it on kids. Archie
Our
Gray.
intervention powers are only limited for Amorim. Please,
Let's leave them, please.
it's really Amorim that needs our help right now. Spurs, they can figure it out themselves.
True, true.
But yeah, like, share, subscribe
We'll
now.
call it a
Right,
wrap.
see
We'll
you
see you
guys.
guys next week.
Next week.
Don't forget to comment and
What do you guys think of Man City and Madrid this week?
Good luck.
good luck to
Good
them
luck
both.
to them.
Bye. I
Good
have
luck
to
to
go.
them.
I feel your pain as United is not Champions League. I get.
It's okay.
Peace, guys.